So this is my first vlog, and I'm going to be vlogging just about my social media usage, how it makes me feel, just kind of also thinking about how often I use it, what I use it for, etc. And over the course of 10 days, and just kind of seeing how it makes me feel. So today, all of my videos, I'm going to just be answering the same 5 questions and just seeing how my answers change based on my social media usage. So since today is just the first day and I haven't really tracked like as much data, I'm just going to see where this goes. But it's just going to be kind of an introductory video. So, first question is, how are you feeling about your social media usage? So right now, I feel like I do always feel a little bit guilty using social media, even though, so the main things I use are Facebook and Instagram and sometimes Snapchat, depending on how I'm feeling or if there's something really interesting to Snapchat, just because my cell phone camera is really shitty, so I don't really Snapchat that often because it's just really bad quality. But mostly I just use Facebook. So usually I just feel a little bit guilty. I feel like I waste a lot of time on social media and I end up just kind of like scrolling. I can like scroll for hours. I do feel kind of bad that it's become my main news source as well. That makes me feel really guilty because then once I see an article on Facebook, I mean, I don't try and like seek out other articles online. I'm just kind of like scrolling through and seeing what people are sharing at the moment. So then my news is just limited to whatever is on Facebook. Did you do anything different? Well, no, this is the first video, so no, I didn't. My usage has been pretty much the same. I mostly use Facebook and Instagram on my phone. Well, Instagram only on my phone. Although there have been times where if my phone was dead, I am ashamed to say I did go online onto the Instagram website. So what are my goals? Introductory goals and then just like a long-term goal, I guess. I guess my main goals are to just kind of figure out, get an idea of how much time I spend on social media a day, because I feel like it's easy to waste time on it when you don't know exactly how long you're spending on it, and how it's just kind of like this void that you're using, like throwing all of your time into. So I think if I have a better idea, I will be more conscious of when I'm on it and the time that I'm spending on it, what I'm using it for. And then I guess my long-term goal will be to be less dependent on it. I don't want to say, maybe dependent is the wrong word, but I guess spend less of my free time on it. I feel like if I ever have a free moment or I'm bored or I don't know what to do with myself, I just use social media. So I guess my main goal would be to use it less. Okay, so fourth question, how often did you do whatever types of social media? Did you remember? So I haven't been really tracking today, but I think I want to say I checked it. It's hard to say. When I came home, I checked it at least 5 times on my computer alone. I was kind of like jotting it down. And then cell phone, it's hard to tell. I wasn't tracking that much today because it was the first day, but I'll be better about writing it down in the future. I want to say I do. So I wake up in the morning, I check my social media, and right before I go to bed, I check social media. So that's already twice. And then probably, I want to say at the end of each class, and I had 2 classes today, and then free time in between them, probably more. So that's at least already more than 10 times. So I'm gonna ballpark around 20, just because that's like times I know for sure. And then I don't know exactly how much time I spent on Facebook. Usually I spend more time on it, more like solid time when I am at home, but on my phone it's just kind of sparse, spread out like a couple minutes here and there. So not sure exactly how much. I want to say maybe total like 2 or 3 hours. I'll be better about tracking it in the future, but for now maybe we can ballpark around like 3 hours. Okay. So what did you notice about your experience this week? Well, let's see. Just as an initial kind of, how did I feel about my experience using social media? I feel like I'm not very conscious of it. I do it, and it's just kind of a habit. It's just kind of become part of my routine, which is really sad to say. But yeah, I do think it is a really useful tool, and in a lot of ways it can be used to communicate with people, and also to kind of share ideas, opinions, and like important news information. Of course, I don't want to be dependent on it, but sometimes it is nice to see what things your friends or your family are thinking about at the same time. So I guess what I noticed is that I didn't really notice my usage this week. It's only when I spend a very, very long time on social media that I'm like, okay, I need to get off now. And that's usually if it's been more than an hour of just like consistent like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, then I'm just like, okay, leave, please. So yeah, so we're gonna keep going over the next 10 days. I'll have 2 more videos, but I'll be tracking each day how much I go on each app or site, and trying to kind of like estimate maybe how much time I spend on each site. And then at the end, I'll kind of see where I end up, and then how much my usage has changed. So that's the first video, so thanks for watching.